How's it going, folks? Support this video with your like, and let's get the show on the pitch. After the final round of Euro 2024 qualifiers, the national teams of the Czech Republic and Slovenia have booked themselves tickets for Euro 2024. In the last match day, the Czech Lions managed to beat Moldova 3-0 at home and took second place in their Group E with 15 points. The Slovenians toppled Kazakhstan 2-1 at home and thus advanced further by taking the second place in their Group F behind Denmark. Barcelona will be able to recruit a new footballer to replace the injured Gavi without increasing their salary cap, Marca informs. Benjamin Mendy is set to sue Man City over nearly 2 years of unpaid wages after he was charged with sexual offenses in 2021. Los Angeles Galaxy are still keen on signing Irving Lozano as part of their plans for 2024, according to Fabrizio Romano. Sotheby's is to auction off 6 shirts worn by Lionel Messi during Argentina's winning run at the World Cup in Qatar in 2022. They expect to fetch at least $10 million for them. The auction will be held from November 30th to December 14th. Part of the proceeds from the sale of Messi shirts will go to charity. Napoli winger Khvicha Kvaratskhelia is expected to extend his contract with the Parthenopeans in the near future, according to insider Nicolas Kira. Benfica are not looking to sell their academy graduate João Neves, despite the interest of Man United, and set the same clause they had for Enzo Fernandez, which is 120 million euros. Messi is the most expensive player over the age of 34, according to Transfermarkt. Lionel was valued at 35 million euros, while Benzema and Ronaldo share the third place. They are worth 15 million euros each. Messi is a great player, but I'm more of a fan of Cristiano Ronaldo. Now I'm seeing Messi up close. It's gonna be wonderful, Endrick said. Bayern Munich are plotting to open contract extension talks with Thomas Müller and Manuel Neuer, Kicker informs. Jaroslav Shilgavi led the Czech Republic national team to Euro 2024, but announced his resignation from the post soon after the clash against Moldova, 3-0. Aston Villa intend to acquire Athletic Bilbao forward Iñaki Williams in January, Football Insider notifies. Gavi's injury? At halftime of the match against Georgia, the dressing room was like a funeral parlor, noted the head coach of the Spanish national team, Luis de la Fuente. I was very nervous because of my price tag, but now I'm flying, just like Jack Grealish, Declan Rice shared. Cristiano Ronaldo? It's difficult for me to explain how a player who is 38 years old has the hunger of an 18-year-old player, Roberto Martinez said. Juventus have rejected several clubs interested in 18-year-old Kenan Yildiz, as the White and Blacks see the future top player in the forward. Lille centre-back Thiago Jallo is likely to pursue his career at Inter Milan in the summer. The Nerazzurri are leading the race for the Portuguese and have offered him a long-term contract. Al-Ahly striker Roberto Firmino has lost his father, José Firmino. A 62-year-old Brazilian died after suffering a heart attack during a family holiday in Dubai. The tragedy happened on Saturday, November 18th. Barcelona may receive from 3 to 4.3 million euros in compensation from FIFA for Gavi's injury, Mundo Deportivo informs. PSG, Man United, Man City, Atletico Madrid and Napoli are among the potential violators of the UEFA spending limit rules for the 2025-26 season. The arrival of the GOAT, as we call him, Cristiano, him arriving here in January, was obviously a huge signing. He still has a lot of football to offer, Steven Gerrard stated. Bayern Munich expect to sell a record number of jerseys featuring the name of their star striker, Harry Kane. Die Roten are looking to sell more than 100,000 shirts by the end of the current season. A club from Saudi Arabia is interested in Arsenal midfielder Jorginho, and a named Saudi team is in talks with the 31-year-old Italian. Belgium striker Romelu Lukaku set up a new record for goals in a single UEFA European Championship qualifying campaign after finishing with 14 accurate shots. Khvicha will miss the European qualifying playoff semi-final in March 2024 due to a yellow card received for arguing with the referee. Real Madrid are refusing to change their transfer stance not to sign any new players in January despite the injury crisis at the club, José Luis Diaz reports. You have the same feeling about him as when Lionel Messi was at his best in Barcelona a few years ago, Hungary goalkeeper Denis Dibush told Index of Dominic Szoboszlai, as quoted by Liverpool Echo. At Liverpool, they measure our brain activity during penalties. This is done via a hat with electrodes on your head, Cody Gakpo explained in an interview with Aljamain Dagblatt. Man United's Andre Onana is hopeful of being fit for Sunday's tie against Everton, according to ESPN. Italy played a 0-0 draw against Ukraine and thus guaranteed themselves the second place in their Group C and a ticket to Euro 2024. Chelsea's official website notified that Christopher Nkunku, Romeo Lavia, Malo Gusto and Levi Colwill trained on the pitch yesterday. Nizar Kinsella writes that Colwill and Gusto should be available to face Newcastle. Nkunku and Lavia are in doubt though. Aston Villa central midfielder Douglas Luiz has caught the attention of Arsenal. The villains have no intention to lose their leader. Bayern Munich are considering making a move for Manchester United defender Rafael Varane, but that is not a realistic option at the moment due to his salary. The player's value is estimated at 20 to 30 million euros. Marc-Andre ter Stegen has avoided serious injury. The performer underwent a thorough therapeutic procedure during which any serious problems were ruled out. The goalkeeper will be ready for Saturday's game against Rayo Vallecano. Warren Zaire-Emery is out until the end of December due to an injury sustained in his debut appearance for France. The player will be back to action after the winter break. The results of yesterday's Euro 2024 qualifiers are on your screens. Alright, moving on to the main news of the release. The head coach of Real Madrid, Carlo Ancelotti, has already reached an agreement for future cooperation with the Brazilian Football Federation. The matter is reported by UOL Esporte, citing its sources in the CBF. This news coming from Spain is wonderful. One day Ancelotti will renew for 2 years with Madrid. The next he comes to Brazil. The third, in a ceremony he receives congratulations and good wishes for the future, when he will take over the 5-time world champion team and so on. Spaniards every day butt heads with mismatched information. Real Madrid play with that all the time, but there is no risk of anything. Everything is fine. Everything is as signed in the contract, on paper. UOL Esporte quoted its reporter as saying, Carlo Ancelotti leads Real Madrid from 2021, while his contract with Los Blancos runs until the end of the current season. The club's board is exploring the possibility of penning a new short-term agreement. Real Madrid are planning to bolster their attacking line in the next transfer window. As told by Sport S, the Merengues are forced to enter the market due to injured Vinicius Jr. The Brazilian is out at least until February next year. One of the candidates for the role of Vinicius' replacement is the RB Leipzig forward Timo Werner. Interestingly enough, the Spanish powerhouse understands that it's gonna be quite hard to recruit a top player in the winter, so they rather consider to go for second-rate players. Werner is not a starter at the Red Bull squad this season. The 27-year-old striker has 2 goals in 8 Bundesliga fixtures and no goals in the Champions League. Atletico Madrid striker Antoine Griezmann has appeared on Manchester United's radar, El Nacional claims. The Red Devils are looking for reinforcements in the attack as Rasmus Højlund and Marcus Rashford have yet to live up to expectations. Because of their crisis, the Red Devils paid attention to Griezmann's candidacy in the first place. In order to seduce Antoine, Manchester United are willing to triple his current salary. The Frenchman earns 7 million euros net a year at the club from Madrid. Griezmann's deal with Los Colchoneros lasts until the summer of 2026. It also includes a 25 million euros release clause. Bayern Munich are starting to get nervous about the possible loss of their winger Leroy Sane, according to Sport S. The German's contract with the Munich club expires in the summer of 2025, and it has not yet been extended yet. If he does not renew next summer, then the former Manchester City man will be able to independently negotiate with any team. According to the source, Barcelona and Real Madrid have focused their attention on the 27-year-old midfielder in recent months. Sane perfectly fits the criteria of winger that the Catalan coach Xavi is looking for. It was previously reported that Manchester City are considering Sane's return. Liverpool are also interested in the player's services. According to the insider Fabrizio Romano, Barcelona midfielder Gavi will miss at least 7 months of action. We would like to remind you that the Spaniard picked up an injury in Spain's Euro 2024 qualifier against Georgia. The medical exams revealed that besides tearing the anterior cruciate ligament of his right knee, the 19-year-old performer also had an injury to his lateral meniscus. The recovery period may take 8 to 9 months. Thus, he will not be available for the rest of the ongoing season. Gavi is expected to miss Euro 2024, which will be held in Germany in June-July. Amid such circumstances, he may return to the pitch as part of pre-season training for the 2024-25 campaign. Guys, check out the suggested videos from our other projects and stay tuned to Football News. Take care and see you in a bit.